You don't have to be too smart to be a Christian. Okay, so my topic today is disproving evolution. Evolution is the belief that everything that we know now was once basically something else and evolved into what we are now. Many people try to believe that we evolved from monkeys. But in evolution, the weaker species dies off, so a monkey wouldn't exist if evolution was correct. Also, look at the hummingbird. How could it evolve from something to the state it is now? A hummingbird's wings flap faster than anything. A hummingbird can hover up, down, sideways, and in all dimensions by nature. A hummingbird is designed by the hands of God. A hummingbird could have evolved from what? Because a hummingbird would have to drink from a flower to survive. But a flower would have to be pollinated by a bee who would have had to evolve from something else. So, in the terms of evolution, there's no way possible. Because if a bee didn't evolve, a hummingbird would have never existed. If that's the basis of what you believe. And also you say birds. If a bird evolved from something else, it would have had to evolve able to fly already. It wouldn't evolve to fly. If it was on the ground, it would evolve to actually live on the ground. Not to flee from the ground. A human being. If we evolved from monkeys, like I said before, monkeys would be dead because they would be considered the weaker species. The weaker species in evolution dies out. Something evolves because it is dying out. So we don't see polar bears evolving into something else. Evolution doesn't take thousands of years. Evolution would happen slowly and assuredly if it were true. Look at another animal. Ants. What does an ant need to evolve for? I get what you might say. You might say the anteater evolved from the ant and is now eating the older ants. I don't know what logic that would give. Or somebody may say ants evolved from moles in the ground, since they do live in holes also. Or the rabbit. The rabbit. It eats carrots. But then that means the carrot would have to have evolved so the rabbit could survive to eat the carrot. But from the beginning of everything, it was created the way it is and it evolved from anything. Species have died off. You want to go in evolution? Evolution to man's knowledge. Everything man has learned has already been here that they took from an even greater wisdom already. A plant. A plant already has solar panels on its leaves. It soaks in sunlight, turns it into sugar, lives. Photosynthesis. Simple. Now the whole process of photosynthesis I'm not really sure of as far as re-spitting it out in words, but I know the process of photosynthesis. The basis is turning sunlight into energy. But we just now found that out recently to make a solar panel. Let's capture the sunlight. Plants have already been doing that. A bird, in a bird's mind, it can do everything it takes an entire airport staff to do in its mind. A bird already knows what altitude to fly at. A bird already knows what altitude it can't go at. The knowledge a man comes up with is simple. It's already been thought of by who? A greater wisdom, God. So, evolution has been disproved that quick. Now, I already know there are smart alecks that exist. They're going to take it to another extreme. So, I'm going to spend the next 3 minutes going even extremer. If in the beginning of time, everything is on a clock, we all would evolved at the same time. Adam and Eve were here. Plants were already here. The grass was already here. In the Bible, it tells you these things were already here. A big fact that proves God's existence is that God asked Job, does he know of the treasury of snow? Now, the treasury of snow is seen under a microscope. So God was asking, have you gotten smart enough to see how deep the beauty of the things I create is? Man-made snow looks basically like fuzzballs. But God made snow. If you ever want to look at it, Google snow under the microscope and compare it to man's creation, and it's nowhere near God's creation. The reason that could never even ever happen under evolution or through time, anything happening like that would not create that much symmetricalness, symmetricism, or whatever people would call it. I don't know. You don't have to be too smart to be a Christian or to follow God or believe in Jesus, because it's simple. It's so simple. Anything man makes, he kills something else. God already knew we make cars and kill the ozone layer, so what happens? Every other living thing takes on the pressure of the mistakes we make. Everything with leaves on it filters out the oxygen. But we still have pollution, so what's going on? Man is destroying the earth faster than what's already been here hundreds and thousands of years can undo. Man, everything man creates destruction. They can't help it. Microwave. Oh, wow, we can cook food faster. Radiation. Houses, homes, plumbing. You have to tear up something. We have to tear down trees. We have to tear down all things. People say, duh, civilization. Okay. Want to go from there? Everything we make is made from something else that destroyed something. The existence of man's creation, of anything it creates, is destroying something. Simple. So as I stand firm and I say it now, anybody who doesn't agree, that's fine. Anybody who wants to say anything about it, that's fine. But what I say stands firm. Evolution is the fakest thing a man could ever come up with to say. Childish stupidity.